incredible guest joining us, Abeer Barakat. She's a Palestinian lecturer of English at the University College of Applied Sciences in Gaza. Um, Abeer finds herself in the midst of the ongoing aggression um, on Palestine by Israeli forces. She has recently experienced the latest bombings of the Al Shifa hospital by Israeli forces, and she's currently navigating, that crisis in Palestine with her family. They've been on a move seeking refuge and shelter wherever they can. And today we have the opportunity to hear from her firsthand account and her shedding light on the realities faced by the people of Gaza during this tumultuous time. Um, so I know we have on the line currently. Assalamu alaikum and Juma Mubarak, Abeer. How are you?
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah, brother Juma Mubarak. Alhamdulillah, I'm fine so far.
Jazakallah so much for giving us your time during these difficult times. We know it's not easy. We are reading about what's currently happening in Gaza and the rest of Palestine, and that's why we wanted to give you this platform just to shed light to the rest of the world and to South Africans about what the people in Gaza are going through, and not just articles and the things that we read online, but actual human beings. So maybe if you can just start by just sharing with us where you are right now and what situation are you in.
Thank you so much for giving me this platform so that people would hear the voices of the Palestinians. Actually, I'm currently in the northern part of Gaza. We didn't evacuate, and I'm somewhere close to the Shifa hospital. I have witnessed the bombardment, or at least the voices of the bombardment that the Shifa hospital has experienced tonight, and the whole neighborhood. It's not only the Shifa hospital, but the whole surroundings of the Shifa hospital have been under attack by white phosphorus, by different types of bombs, and new ones, as we have seen on the today. Especially that we have seen pictures of the press members who have been injured by a new type of rocket. I think it's X-16 or something. I'm not sure about the name, but it doesn't have an explosive head, and it immediately amputates whatever it finds in its way. So we could see the smoke, we could hear the voices, we could hear the sounds of the clashes. And we heard that the Israeli tanks are very close to the Shifa hospital, since they are now stationed at the Rantisi Hospital for Children and the Nasser Hospital for Children, and these are just adjacent hospitals. And it is only like 10 minutes or by walk, 5 minutes by car to the Shifa hospital. So the situation is very difficult since last night until now. Bombardment and the clashes didn't stop.
Just tell us about just how important Al Shifa Hospital is to the people of Gaza and to the people of Palestine. What does it provide? And it being attacked, and ultimately it not being in commission. How is it going to affect the people of Gaza?
Well, first of all, the Shifa hospital is the main hospital in Gaza and the biggest hospital complex. It has all the kinds of departments. It is the one that has all kinds of specialists. So any smaller hospital in Gaza would direct patients to the Shifa hospital. And this hospital is in the heart of the city of Gaza. It is in the core of the city of Gaza. Maybe that's why if it is being bombarded, the health system will collapse completely. We will have no place else to go if we are injured, or if we would seek any kind of a treatment. And the problem that would aggravate the situation is that Israel has also bombarded the several hospitals inside Gaza, in the northern part, and I mean the smaller hospitals. So in this case, if they also targeted the Shifa hospital, we will have no place to go, literally, if any one of us is injured right now.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. And I just want to talk about, you personally, and how this crisis has affected you and your family. What happened to your home? Where have you been evacuated to? And emotionally and psychologically, the impact that all of this has had on you and the the rest of your loved ones.
Um, my home and my neighborhood has been bombarded and targeted at the early stages of this aggression. And my home is close to the coastal side or coastal street, the Rashid Street, where the tanks are stationed right now. My home is just 5 minutes walk from the Rashid Street. So we experienced a very difficult night, and we miraculously survived a heavy night. I think it was on Monday or Tuesday, the first week of the aggression. So my house was partially demolished, and the whole area has been, unsafe for us to stay and unviable. So we evacuated and we stayed with other people, and of course, more people evacuated with us. It was really difficult for us to leave our belongings, to leave our home, but we carried on with us the basic needs. Now, after that, we evacuated around 3 times. And if we evacuate today, it will be the fourth. God forbid, inshallah. So psychologically, of course, I'm exhausted, and I'm devastated. I feel helpless most of the time. But many times we feel that we need to grip ourselves. We need to hang on, to steadfast, because there is no time for you to feel sad. We lost a lot of our friends and family members, but we are in a state of a shock, and you cannot just, throw yourself to sadness right now. We need to think what's next. How can we survive? And now, with this threat of the surroundings of the neighborhoods around the Shifa hospital, we need to think today, what can we do? Until now, we don't know what to do. We are still waiting. We hope that land invasion won't reach the neighborhood we are staying in. And we keep our hopes in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala very high. And we depend on him. But believe me, it's really very scary to stay, because bombardment at night escalates. It's literally an earthquake or several earthquakes, because these kinds of bombs they are using, they shake the ground beneath you.
Yeah, I'm sure it must be really traumatizing. How has the international community's response or lack thereof impacted the situation on the ground in Gaza? Do you feel like the world could do more in helping aid the situation? And because right now we're seeing that nothing is being done. A lot is just slogans. How has that affected you? The international community's response or lack thereof?
We feel that the world has failed us. This is what we feel. And the Red Cross, the Human Rights Watch, the UNRWA, all of these human rights organizations that used to claim that they stand for humanity, all of them have failed us. Of course, the Arab countries, the surrounding Arab countries like Jordan, it could do more. Egypt, it could do more. They are supposed to be big Arab countries. They have done nothing. What they are doing right now is just having a summit here and there, having a meeting with Blinken or the Mossad or whatever here and there, and another meeting in Qatar. It's more like we feel they are stalling. They are buying time to Israel to continue whatever targets they wanted, or whatever targets they are going to accomplish until they reach the Shifa hospital and destroy it, or occupy the whole of Gaza. So the world is watching us while we are dying here slowly. So the world is doing nothing. Yes, we thank the free loving people of the world who go out in marches and who do these boycotts, but we need more. We need more on the level of the government. Because Israel is not stopping whatever it is doing, and it's not feeling guilty about what it's doing. This is not only a genocide, this is a Holocaust. They are repeating what the German has done to them. They are repeating it on us. So this is a Holocaust Palestinian version. You can call it this way.
Mm, mm. And what is like right now? We know when the aggression started to escalate, the Israeli forces, they announced that there's going to be a blockade on essentials. How has that affected you guys? Do you guys have access to essentials, food, water, medical help? Is it easily accessible, or is it a struggle just to survive every day that comes?
Yeah, no aid has entered the northern side of Gaza, or by the way, the southern parts of Gaza, because I have friends there and they told me the aid convoys, they claim they are entering, they are nothing. In the north, everything is empty now. There are empty shelves in the supermarkets. Now we don't have vegetables at all. We don't have the essentials. If we hear there is a supermarket open, people would run to find like cans or cans of food or like rice or macaroni, something like that. You can cook it and it doesn't require electricity. Gas is also is not enough. So the situation is miserable. We have reserved in this place we are staying in, like we would last 2 to 3 days maximum, but more than that it would be difficult. So there will be an imminent famine in Gaza. Of course, about the clean water, it's not scarce. It doesn't exist. Now what we drink is partially salty water because Gaza is on the coastal side. So we have stations to desalinize the water. These stations are not working. So the water that comes into the taps of the homes are salty. And we have to drink it.
Hmm. And just lastly, before I let you go, what message would you like to convey to the global audience about the situation in Gaza and the experiences of its people? Just one strong message that you feel the world needs to know, and we can wrap up the interview.
Such a question brings tears to my eyes because for 75 years, the Palestinian people have been living under a huge and unjust occupation, and the world didn't do anything towards it. Just one day that the Gazans responded on the 7th of October and tried to claim their rights, and the whole world came against us, which means the whole world is complicit with the occupation for 75 years. And I don't know if the world would give us any kind of a freedom after that. We are the only ones who are seeking this freedom, and we are being claimed guilty for claiming our rights and for claiming our freedom. So would the world still continue to be silent about what's happening to the Palestinian people? Do you think when you go out in marches that you feel comfortable with your conscience? Think again, because this would happen to you again if you do not stand up with Palestinians. But as Netanyahu says, this is about white and black matter, about the barbarics and about the civilized people. Yes, it is. But we are the white and he is on the black side. We are on the civilized and he is the barbaric. So for everyone in this world, you must choose today, now, which side you are on. And move and take action based on that.
No, thank you so much, Abeer. You are in our thoughts and prayers here in South Africa, and if we could, we would do more. But right now, we don't have anything to offer except our du'as, our prayers, and good thoughts and good wishes, and trying to hold our government here at home to account about how they respond to the crisis that is currently unfolding in Gaza. I pray that you and your family are keeping safe, and there will be light at the end of the tunnel. That's what I can tell you. Thank you so much for giving us your time, and may Allah be with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.